Okay, so we are going to do my toesies today. My little man got his pedicure, and so now we're gonna do mine because these guys need a little bit of help. Yeah, so this is the before, I guess you could say. Before. I got this a long time ago, and I've never actually used it. It is jasmine flower scented bath tea and then lotion. So I'm thinking that it would be absolutely perfect for a nice little pedicure. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. So relax, jasmine floral scented bath tea, and you're supposed to add 1 scoop into a warm bath and stir to help dissolve. Do not eat. And they give you this cute little shovel. Oh my gosh. Okay. So opening it up. Oh, I for some reason thought that it was gonna be like flowers. I'm doing this all left-handed. There we go. Oh, that will be nice. Okay, so I'm gonna use this, a smidge of soap, and then this for, come here, and this for the lotion. Oh, this looks so cute. Look at that. And then this, and then we have right like that, and then we have a little baggie. Oh, look at that. I love it. All right, let's go get the water. Okay, so we're gonna take the little scooper. Come here, little scooper. We only lost a few. Okay, so we got that. Oh, that just looks so cute. And then I'm gonna try to spruce it around while the water cools down a little bit. I'll have that, and then I'll grab some soap and the rest of the products, and then we'll be good to go. So I actually don't have polish on. It has been that long since I did my toes, but normally you would take off your polish first, remove that, and then soak. So now I am on step 2 technically, soaking. We just bypassed step 1. All right, so we are now on step 2, which is soak. Step 1 is remove polish. Step 2, soak. All right. Now, after soaking, what you want to do is for toenails, you want to have a straight cutter. You don't want it to be rounded. So, I'm just going to go right here. Don't make fun of my pinky toe. It's super tiny. And then you just give them a nice trim all the way. We're going to move on to step 4 because step 3 was cut. Alright, so now we are going to file. Dry those off, and you just want to make sure that there's no like rough edges. I have finished filing them now. So now we're going to move on to the next step. I forget what step we're on, but the next step. So for the next step, you would apply a cuticle softener. I don't have that, but I have oil, and this is an instant cuticle. There we go. Instant cuticle remover. Alright, so for the next step, you're supposed to use a cuticle softener, but I have cuticle remover, and I also have oil. And this is like really, so we're just gonna do that just in case. What you do is you just put it on the cuticle. And you let it sit, and then you just scrape it off. Here are the directions for that. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. There, that. For this. Just gonna let that sit. After letting it sit for about 15 seconds, you take a tool and you scrape your cuticles back. My cuticle is already being removed there, but you just push it back like that. This one, I'm gonna get the product, most of it, and then I'm gonna put that at the bottom there. Just scrape down. I like using cuticle remover because I skip the cutting step, because this just eats what's on your nail. So you don't really need to like cut. I'm terrified of cutting. But yeah, so I'm just gonna keep scraping away at these, and then I'll be back for the next step. I don't even know if you can see it, but now you just want to go and sort of wipe it all off. Okay. Make sure. And then now it's time for the other foot. Alright, so I just finished with the pushing of the cuticles. And now what we're gonna do is, alright, now after using the cuticle remover, going to just use, oh my god. Now, after using the cuticle remover, just going to wash both of the feet. Make sure that it's all off. And for the most part, the cuticle work is done. So I might just want to push them back a little bit more. Make sure. And then this is also when you would wash it off. I would normally drain it and then do a scrub if I was going to do a scrub. Let's actually maybe try that a little bit differently. Okay, and now, oh my gosh. Alright, and after washing, I'm just going to dry the feetsies. Now, I'm just going to double check and make sure that all the cuticles are off. Like this is, I only do it like if I see little baby bits like this guy right there, but that's still hard to get off. And oh, there we go. But I just like the little ones, and you can still see it because I just don't. Yep. So I'm just gonna finish with this and then move on. Okay, so now we do some cuticle work. And after doing the cuticle work, oh, Kitty made an entrance. But after doing cuticle work, you want to do a little bit of foot filing. So I just use this and go up this one. At this step, I'm going to put on this right now because we did just take off that layer, or maybe even those few layers. I'm just going to massage the foot, the leg, get on in there. it a nice little massage. Moisturize it. Soaked in and just give it a little sort of a mask, I guess. And then we'll be back with the next one. So, after getting my lotion, don't need those ones. No, you're just gonna take a little guy, scrape out all or any gunk underneath. Okay, and you see how there's still a little bit of the moisturizer there? Just gonna take a little bit of the nail polish remover here and scrape the nail. So then it's gonna be all nice and ready for the next step. My pinky loves to hold things because it's so small. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now what I like to do is I go in with a buffer, and it has file nail, remove ridges, smooth nail, and shine nail. So we're going to buff these babies. We will start with file nail. I go side to side, and then I go up and down. Kind of just depends on where I am in the nail. But in between, we're also going to use this one. So I will get there when we get to remove ridges, because I feel that that's where it goes. So I'm just gonna file the nail. Alright, so now we did, this way. We did step 1. Now we're on step 2, which is remove ridges. And so what I like to do before I remove ridges is I just go along again one more time, and this one is the fine side, just to make sure that everything is all nice again, and the edges is not, or the edge is not, in my world I like to say angry, but so there's nothing I can catch, nothing like that. Just nice and smooth edge. And I do fine grit, and then I'll be back for extra fine. Okay, and now I'm going in with the extra fine grit, just to make sure, smooth it all up. So now after that one, we want to go in with remove ridges, because in case we lifted up the edge, you'll be able to then just file it in and remove that ridge. It's very difficult to do it this way, like on the ground in front of the camera, but remove the ridges. See, I know that little edge is gone, and now we gotta work on all this. Alright, so we just removed ridges, and now we're going to smooth the nail. If you can see, it's already like getting shiny. So just by doing all these filing steps, you can shine your own nail. It doesn't have to be polished, but I like to do all the steps just so then it has like a good base. In case you want it as a base. Or you could just have it as your, how you're doing it. Okay, so now we're going to do shine nail. And the same step, just file. I like to do this way, and then I do this side. So like you make like a V sort of, so then you can get all the way in there. And you do this way, and then you do this way, and like that. And look, there's a little shiny nail. Yay! Alright, the rest of them now. And then we'll be back for the next step. Alright, and there you go. So you can see how it's like shiny and stuff. So you could stop here and just have this be like the normal routine that you do, because this is how you're supposed to do it. I like to add polish, right? So we are now going to do, that'll I guess be part 2, but I'm going to add polish. I don't even know what yet, but we have a good base now. I do have these guys all ready to go, so part 2 will be up here probably pretty shortly. But for now, this is where you could leave off if you wanted to. Yeah, so this is where you can leave off if you want to, and we can be done here. I am though going to move on to the next step of the pedicure process. Okay, so for the next step, I just want to make sure that the nail is ready. So I'm just gonna go around with the cuticle pusher, or this isn't the cuticle pusher, this one. Excuse me. I am going to go around and make sure it's all ready, because sometimes like dust can still get trapped there. So you just want to go back around and double check and make sure we're all ready to go. Like this one, where's that? Alright, so after going around the nails one more time, just going to double check and make sure that the nails are prepped and ready with the acetone. Nice and free of dirt and any oil that could have been left. We're going to grab these little toe separators and put them on. My little guys, come on. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright, other toe. I realized I said other toe. I meant other foot. Okay, they are all separated. Perfect. All separated. There we go. Alright, and for strength and stuff, I'm going to use my strengthener, but this is the base and top coat. I don't know if you can see that. It is Sally Hansen Diamond Shine base and top coat. So I'm going to just apply this as the base. Technically, if you didn't want to actually add color, you could just leave this and then that would be it. I also like to add a strengthener, so you could do that too, but I'm going to add this one. Alright, so I'm going to add the Diamond Shine base and top coat now. Not maybe too much, but the middle of the nail first, then along the edges. Alright, and so I'm going to now apply the base coat to the rest of the nails. Give them a nice base polish. So I just finished the first layer, and this is nail dryer. So what I'm going to do is give them a little switch. Let them settle, and then do layer 2. Yeah, layer 2. I was going to say step 2. No, we're not doing steps. We're doing layers now. Alrighty, now I have noticed I say alrighty a lot, but we are going to go in and just make sure that all the base layer got on, because some, like this one, I don't know. I don't think I really like this one too much, the diamond shine, because it doesn't like cover the nail, and I feel like I get a good glop. But I have not had that much, even right there. Like, it just doesn't work for me. But anyways, I always do 2 layers. Just you do a base coat and a top coat. So base coat, top coat. So second layer going on. Okay, so just finished with layer 2. And I guess that could just be top coat too. There we go. So I'm gonna let these guys dry, and I'll show you what it looks. Oh, well, I guess no. Alright, so just finished with layer 2, and I'm almost out. My little one found out that he really likes this stuff. So there we go. I'm gonna let it dry a smidge while I get the nail polish remover in the cup to clean up edges. Okay, I put that there, put this here, that there, and just a smidge of the remover. We're going to dip, 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 dip. And we bring these down. Alright, I got one. So dip, dip, and we just go around the edges. That goes so. And clean it up like that. There we go. So I'm going to just make sure. I like to go always 2 times just to double check and make sure that it's nice and clean. Alright, I am going to, see, I say alright a lot. I'm going to go around the little ones now. I just want to go up and away. And then over. And just to double check, we go like this. Go up. Like this. Go up. And over. Right, I'm gonna finish up the rest of the toes, and then I'll be back. Hopefully you saw that. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I have now finished, I believe, cleaning up. Alright, so I have now finished cleaning up the toesies, the little toenails. So I'm gonna let them dry a little bit more, and then after do cuticle oil and lotion. So I'm gonna let them dry and then I will be back. Okay, so now after finishing up with that step, I'm gonna let these guys dry a little more and then follow with cuticle oil and lotion. Ready? Alright. Excuse me. Alright, so now I've let them sit and I'm going to apply Blossom's scented cuticle oil to it. I like to do oil first before doing lotion because you're supposed to put oil on and then the lotion is like the sealer. Like it seals all that moisture and all that goodness in. And so this way the oil, oh, I don't know what my toes doing there. The oil gets to relax on the cuticle longer and moisturize it like it is supposed to. Because if you just put it on over the lotion, it's just sitting on top. It's not penetrating through that layer. Okay, so after applying that, we no longer need those, and we're going to use the lotion. Oh yeah, great. Oh, perfect. I was like, I really hope that it doesn't have one of those, but it is. It's okay. Not waste any. And I have some. Come on. Yeah. Oh, I got most of it. Okay. So look at all that in my nail. Ugh. Get out. Thank you. All right. So now at the end of it, right, I'm getting it resituated. Gonna get some out. Just apply it all over the foot and give a nice massage again. This stuff smells really good. Wow, I love this one, jasmine. And this is, what is this? Jasmine, yeah, so just jasmine flower. Oh, it's really, really, like, it's not an overpowering scent. Sometimes rose can be overpowering. This one's not. This is a very nice, it's still fruity, or not fruity, flowery. It's still a flowery scent. I also like fruity. That's why this is my shampoo. That's the soap that I used earlier, but that's why I was looking at that. But that's also a flower, so I don't really know why I said that. I don't really know why I'm saying all this stuff. Anyways, oh wow, this stuff smells so good. And there we go. Alright. Hey! So, lotion. Oh. Wow, this stuff smells really good. I think I'm gonna cover my whole body in this later. Because I do need to do shaving, but wow. This stuff smells amazing. And we are all done. I'm gonna let the lotion soak in and then I will take an after video. Okay, so now these is the final result. I gotta sit over here. Okay, so now this is the final result for the toes. Nada. No. No. Nala, no. It's not your bag right now. That has food in it. Alright, and so now the polish is dry, the lotion is on, and the oil, and we are good. Look at this. Happy little toes. Oh gosh, it feels so good to have fresh feet again. see you for the next video. Bye-bye.